Hey guys, welcome back. So we're playing The Senior Chapter 2. A fascinating discovery prompts you to look for inspiration for your theses. I wonder what it is. Because honestly, I'm not excited about writing theses or anything college related, even though we're in college. Chapter 2, Year of the Cat. I'm the year of the pig. Unfortunately, I wish I had like a dog or dragon or something cool. Not playing as Enrique, but what? We get to play as Vasquez? August 18, 1977. The Journal of Enrique M. Vasquez. Today I embarked upon my final year of college. After this, I'll enter the working world and try my hand at being a real writer. If I can ever finish this damn novel. I don't know. Maybe my father's right. Maybe I'm not cut for this. I've been working on my opus for 3 years with nothing to show for it. Perhaps my feeling is that the crowd tender's daughter is supposed to be the tale of a man trapped in the royalties of his bird, whose daughter frees him to have a grand adventure. I never go on any grand adventures. Perhaps I too am trapped by routine. You stop right in mid-sentence, your gaze trailing across the quad, as a beautiful woman walks down the path. Your heart skips a beat. You know, Ileana from a short story similar last year, but you never actually spoken to her. She's brilliant, witty, and beautiful. In other words, out of my league. If only she would notice me. But then again, what would I even? Wait, she's headed right for me. Ileana catches your eye and strides over to where you sit beneath a tree. Writing in your journal. Hey Enrique, right? Weren't you in my short story seminar last year? Yeah, I'm actually kind of surprised you remember me. I don't think we ever formally met. Well, you hardly spoke in class, but I really liked your piece about the kid exploring their attic. I thought that the subtle way you alluded to the mother's history through her family possessions was just phenomenal. Wow, that's kind of you to say. I was a little shy about that piece, but I'm glad it resonated. I hope I get to read more of your work someday. I'm Ileana, by the way. What are you doing with your nose in the book? Don't you recognize the sacred holiday is Syllabus Day? I'm actually working on a project. Come on, no one's assigned any homework yet. Well, it's a personal project. Ileana raised eyebrow and plops down beside you. I'm writing a novel. Really? Color me impressed. Perhaps you should reserve judgment until you read it. Without any warning, she peeks over your shoulder. Her long hair brushes your cheek, and you catch the sweet aroma of her perfume. Momentarily distracted, you suddenly realize that she's trying to read your journal entry. You snap the book. I didn't mean now. Isn't finished. Okay, but what's it about? Give me the scoop. It's a romance, a tragedy, a biography inspired. I don't like tragedies. Let's go with romance. Ugh, Enrique, you didn't strike me as a type. Hey, what's that supposed to mean? You just seem so serious and brooding. I didn't know you had a romantic side. I'm full of surprises. I hope so. So am I ever going to get to read this novel of yours? Actually, I've talked to several interested parties about publication. I just have to shop around for the right one. Wow, that's amazing. If you need an author photo, look me up. Look you up? I'm a photographer, Enrique. Creative writing is just my minor. This summer, I volunteered for a homeless shelter, photographing the different regulars as part of a poster campaign to raise money. Oh, now who's impressive? It sounds like you have a big heart, Eliana. She suddenly reaches over and takes your hand. You start to jerk away, but then she pulls a felt tip pen out of her messenger bag. Relax, Twitchy. I'm just writing down my number. Give me a call, if you need a photographer, that is. You smell nervously, taking a moment to enjoy the softness of her skin touching yours as she scrolls her number on your hand. Oh, thank you. I will do that. Ileana laughs, and the sound is full of musical. Your stomach does a somersault. Ah, Enrique in love. Young love. So where do your stories come from? All I ever see you do is walk around with your nose in the book. That is not all I do. In fact, I spend my whole summer going wild adventures to fuel my creativity. Really? I want to know all about them. I did so much, it's hard to recount it all. Anyway, those adventures were actually just the beginning of a big list of exciting goals I have this year. And are you going to share anything from this list with me? Well, it's rather long, and I don't have it on me right now. But for one thing, I plan to, in my race, as you try to think of something to say. Before you can register your thoughts, you blurt something out loud. Do volunteer work. Really? I had no idea you were interested in volunteer. This is going to be a train wreck. Well, yes. How can one write about the human condition if one does not seek to understand the plight of their fellow man? I completely agree. Hey, you know what? I have plans to take a chef at a soup kitchen in Northbridge this weekend. Why don't you join me? You could tell me more about all these adventures of yours. It's a date. I'm glad we can help people together. I'll bring that, Liz. Mm. Ooh, Ileana's face registered her smile, but registered her surprise, but she smiles widely. A date erotica. I'm looking forward to. Radical. She holds her gaze for a llama, then bites her lip and stands up. She saunters away, hips swaying, but pauses to look over her shoulder. Well, you got my number. See you this weekend, Ricky. Eyes watch you watch her depart. You reopen your journal, scribbling furiously, detailing your account. Did that really just happen? She actually seems interested in me. What if she's only impressed because of what I said about my book and my adventures? What if she thinks I'm a dweeb when she finds out none of it's true? That can't happen. I have to keep up with the rules. I have to come up with a compelling list. Who knows? Maybe this is the motivation I need to finish my writing. At least I get to spend more time with Ileana. Sonia, close your journal and lean back against the tree, musing about what the year will hold. Now playing as Luna. You're so caught in reading that you barely know Zach and Grant approaching you. Hello? There you are, Luna. We thought you fallen down a rabbit hole or something. Nah, I'm not Alice yet. I did in a way. I just found Professor Vasquez's diary from his senior year of college. Wow, that's amazing. I wonder what the stuff we could stumble across down here. Maybe we could even incorporate it into our tour. Forget the tour. I want to hear about Vasquez's juicy secrets. You give Zach and Grant the rundown of what you just read. I only read the first entry, but I'm excited to see what happens next. I hope I learn some good writing tips more about Vasquez, all about his love life. I just want to learn more about the pro. Yeah, it's weird to think about, but our teachers are people too. I do kind of wonder what shaped him as a person. Exactly, there's still so much I don't know about him, and this is my chance to delve into his psyche. You turn the journal over in your hands, examining its worn leather exterior. How amazing is though. Here I am in my senior year trying to figure out what to write, and it turns out Vasquez went through the same thing. I guess he still has some lessons to teach you. I miss Vasquez so much. This story entry gave me an idea. What if I come up with my own bucket list to inspire my thesis? Alice did say that having lots of interesting experiences is a good way to kickstart your creativity. I like that. Maybe you could get our friends in it too. It is our last year at college. We should make memories while we still can. Definitely. Now I just need to come up with a list of things I want to try. What about Vasquez's volunteer idea? Maybe that's a good place to start. The animal shelter where my cousin works is always taking volunteers, and you get to play with cute animals. Yes. How can I say no to cute animals? I'll give you their info. If you call ahead, I'm sure they'll be happy to set you up with a volunteer gig. They even take groups if you want to invite your friends to join you. You might just do that. Thanks so much, Grant. Zach, he's a keeper. Now, please, let's get out of this dang basement. I have a flashback to the time our boiler got destroyed. On the other hand, if you hadn't need to repair your boiler, we never would have met. I suppose home sabotage is a small price to pay for finding true love. Tucking Vasquez's journal into your bag, you follow Zach and Grant back upstairs. Honestly, I miss Brandon. He was a good character. But unfortunately, he was just there to be Zach's love interest and then boyfriend. That weekend, you head to the animal shelter with your friends. First, I want to thank you all for agreeing to come here, especially Abby. Don't worry about me. I'm on a new brand extra strength algae medication. I might be a little loopy though. We honor you for sacrifice, Abs. The shelter is having an adoption drive today. All adoption fees are waived, so let's try to get folks to take home a cute new friend. But before the event begins, the shelter wants us to get the pets ready by helping with socialization. What does that mean? Shelter animals come from all sorts of situations, but it's important for them to be comfortable around people when they get adopted. And the best way to help them feel comfortable is to provide positive human contact. You mean we're all gonna do that? Except for Abby and Tyler. You two will help with filing paperwork in the comparatively dander-free admin office. More like pepperwork, am I right? Because puppies. Wow, those things really kick in quickly. Abby, for the rest of you, take a look at the list and see what area appeals to you. These animals aren't going to pet themselves. You need to calm down. As your friends split up and take on different tasks, you gaze around. I should play with some puppies, cuddle some kittens, creep in on the good. Give me some kittens. You head to the cat compound to help Becca and James. Becca's holding a purring calico cat in her arms. Cats know what they want when they want it and aren't afraid to go after it. They're such divas. I love them. I know, right? I love them too. So cute. I guess you could say they're perfect. Becca's cat immediately squirms out of her arms and stalks off in a huff, tail lashing. Becca glares at you. I agree, cat. Puns are the lowest form of humor. You should take that cat with you. A fluffy snowshoe cat with white mittens twines herself around your legs, purring like a cat molder. Cute. Looks like I've been claimed. You bend down as the snowshoe hops right into your arms. Butter her head against your chin for more pets. According to the volunteer coordinator, that kitty's very adventurous. She's leash trained and used to go on vacation with her humans. They only gave her up because they had to move into an apartment that didn't allow pets. Aww. They said cats are a writer's best friend. Hemingway had tons of them. Don't tell me, both of you. After a few minutes, you gently nest the cat off your lap and move on. Okay, let's play with some puppies. You wander over to the canine compound where Chris and Zach are trying to teach a pack of puppies some tricks. Now sit. He's so cute. Adorable. Now ignore everything we'll say. Good boy. See, Chris, you just need to get how to get on their level. The golden retriever comes up to you, sniffs at the lace on your shoe. You bend down, scratching behind the ears. Oh my goodness, you so cute. The puppy looks up at you with warm, chocolatey brown eyes. It gives your face a happy lick. What a good boy. Oh, you're so good as boy. He's a little rascal. Hey. With great reluctance, you step away and brush yourself off. Last but not least, gonna creep on the critters. Keep on the creepers and keep on the reaper. Keep on. You join Zig and Kayla in the critter compound. Look, Luna, I have a lizard. Look at my lizard. He's so cool. Lyle! Kayla holds out her arm and the lizard scampers up and down it happily. Isn't this the coolest we'll ever get to play with dinosaurs? Because I'm absolutely on board. A lot of people forget that dogs and cats aren't the only types of pets you can have. This place has got rats, snakes, tarantulas. Yeah, keep me away from tarantulas. Zig opens his cup hands to reveal a fluffy hamster. His little cheeks stuffed tight with sunflower seeds. Hamtaro. Even these little guys need attention now and then. I can respect any animal who loves hoarding food as much as I do. You reach over and scratch the hamster's head. Back on, little dude. You feed the hamster a few more seeds before you head on your way. Once you've checked on all the pet stations, you head over to administration. Hey, Luna, having fun? Well, I finished sorting all the clips. You glance over at Abby's desk where she sorted all the binder clips into 3 messy piles. Great job, Abby. He makes a show slide every pile off the desk into a plastic container. He then gets his shake and upends all the clips into a new pile on the other side of her desk. Look, Abby, more clips to sort. Abby stares at the new pile blankly. She gives a goofy grin and starts sorting them once again. Yay, clips! Sorry, Luna, her new algae mess hit her pretty hard. I'm helping. But on the plus side, she hasn't sneezed once. Would you like some extra help? Your voice sounds like purple! You will tell her to settle down and go through some of the shelter's paperwork and records. I'm glad you suggested this. It's really eye-opening. Well, shelters like these are important. I'm sad there has to be shelters at all. I'm sad there have to be shelters at all. Everyone here does the best they can, but no shelters capable of giving every individual animal the same love and care a home would, much less 300 animals at once. And that's because shelters are supposed to be stopgates, not solutions. Pets belong in homes, not kennels. Tyler sighed sadly as he filed some more paperwork. According to these records, the shelter's adoption rate plummeted this quarter. They're overcrowded and underfunded. Oh my god! What is it? Abby wraps her arms around herself. Did you know you could hug yourself? Why didn't anyone tell me? This saves so much time. You and Tyler crack a smile at Abby's antics despite the grimness of Tyler's tone. You know what? I think we could really make a change today if we work hard. Let's give these pets some forever homes. Well, you better get ready for some smooth talking because it looks like the first folks are here to check out the animals. Several people stream into the shelter. The animals, alert and happy after spending time with you and your friends, perk up at the sight. Among the crowd, you recognize Miss Tomley, making her way into the canine compound. You and Jane stroll over to chat with her. Luna, Jane's fancy seeing you here. Are you here to adopt a pet? Fancy seeing you with your new face. I haven't seen it since, the Hartfeld horror stories. Not gonna lie, I kind of miss her old face. But it's gonna get so tired getting used to her new face. Because her old face made her look young. Like, that's the thing, her old face made her look young, but now she got all these wrinkles, so she looks older than she is. How old is she? I actually volunteered for the shelter. I'm trying to gather some source materials for my thesis. What a wonderful idea. I can't wait to read it. Speaking of writing, have you finished reading the pages I sent from my latest romance novel? Is it gonna be trashy like the horror story? No, although let me just say that the balcony makeout scene between Bella and Maurice. Man, it would be so awesome if she called the guy character Edward. Bella Edward. What's fire? So you hear a surprise shot from Chris. Whoa, hey, watch out there, girl. The brown collie bounced out of his arms to pass you, haphazardly knocking into your knees before careening to a stop before Miss Tompley. Her face lights up as the collie licks her hand profusely. Sorry about that, Miss Tompley. She's one excitable girl. I've been trying to get her to behave all morning. No problem. I like an assertive kisser. And it definitely looks like she likes you too. Have you ever considered adopting a dog? Well, my partner might get kind of low. I like the idea of getting a dog, but it's also a lot of work, so I'm not sure. I mostly drop by to get a quick puppy fix, but this good girl is very sweet. You should adopt her. Dogs are great companions. Dogs aren't that much work. She can help you meet people. You'll never feel lonely again when you got a cute little pup to snuggle with. I sound like an advertisement. Can't you picture a rainy night writing a novel, your dog curled up under your feet? Such bliss. I do like the sound of that. Okay, I'll give her a home. Woo! The collie wriggles happily. I think it's wonderful that you're all getting involved in volunteer work. Maybe next we could start a writer's circle. I've been trying to get Allison on too. And Luna, I look forward to hearing your thoughts on my latest chapter. Was the part where Adam eats olives off of Peter's fingers too much? Yowie? Miss Tompley, it's your story. Live your dream. No, I'm living for that Yowie though. You say goodbyes, then step out of the canine compound. Across the room you spot Joaquin slumped against the wall and Becca hurries towards him and you follow. What's up, Joaquin? Joaquin, what are you doing here? Oh, just contemplating the meaningless slog that is existence. Well, yeah, I figure, but I meant, what are you doing here? Don't you have a shift at Usky right now? There needs to be a manager on the floor. I was there. The currents need to folder, but I realized that life itself is like one big current display that inevitably falls into disarray no matter how often you follow it. So I called in Susie to cover my shift because why even bother with that at all? I drove aimlessly until I arrived here. Sounds like you need something to cheer you up. And what better than a cute animal to give you a boost? You accidentally ended up in the perfect place. Just then, the calico cat Becca was petting early trots over. Hey you, how'd you get out your pen? Becca reaches out to pet the can, but slings right past her and curls up on Joaquin's lap. What do I do? I think she might like if you scratch her chin. Cats dig that. Joaquin does so and the kin starts purring. Kitten purrs. Maybe you should take this little gal home with you. It might change your perspective on life, hopefully. Nothing means anything. How could one small furry creature change my outlook? A cat could give you responsibility, match your apathy, improve your health. Dang, I don't know what to say. I mean, improve your health. Give you responsibility. I mean, because he basically doesn't find life meaningful. Or I guess, like, worth it. So maybe responsibility? Hopefully. It might seem like you have nothing to care about. If you had to keep a pet alive, maybe it'll change the way you see the world. Yes? You mean, other than as a boundless sea of chaos, pointlessness, upon which I am but a helpless dignity. Maybe that pointless chaos sea won't seem so boundless for you have someone to settle with you. Cat agrees. I never thought about it that way. Could caring for a literal cat banish the metaphorical rats, raiding my spiritual storehouse of self-worth? Oh, sure, I don't see why not, I think. Then maybe I'll brave the ways and accept her as my feline bosun? Hartfeld scoops up the kin, looking mildly more cheerful than usual as he heads to the front desk to sign the paperwork. See you around, Hartfeld. As you return to wandering the room, you see Zig and Kaitlyn talking to Aaron. He releases Zig from a tight hug when he sees you walk out. Aaron, what's up, my man? Luna Arena, Point Beska. I'm just telling Kaitlyn and Zach and Zig man on campus. I'm sorry, what did you just call me? I learned that you just kind of had to roll with it. Point Baxter! Point Baxter! What are you guys doing here? I came here all the time to chill with the animals. It's almost as good as a petting zoo. We're here volunteer for the shelter. We're considering adopting a pet. I don't know. I don't think my heart's ready yet. I'm still hurt over Houdini. Who's that? Oh, of course, I forgot. I'm so sorry. Who is? Who's Houdini? The pet hamster Aaron got for his 11th birthday and had to leave behind for college. Until spring break last year, my parents broke the news to me that he had died and that he was really Houdini the Fifth. Aww. Yikes. Aaron reaches to a cage and scoops up the hamster Zig shows you earlier. It squeaks merrily and runs back and forth across Aaron's hands. I love another hamster, but now that I know their real lifespan is only 2 to 3 years, what if I'm setting myself up for more heartbreak? A hamster's life may be short, but it still has meaning. It's better to spend with a friend than the shelter. Everyone dies in it. Why would you say that? Don't say that. Were those wonderful moments you had with Houdini less real, less powerful just because his life was brief? Of course not. All they cared about was that I was around to love and play with them. Think about that, Aaron. You gave 5 hamsters full love lives they wouldn't have had otherwise. And now you have the chance to do it again. You're right. The universe is made of love. I shouldn't turn down the opportunity to add more love to it. How about it, little buddy? Do you want to be Houdini the Sixth? Maybe it'll help if you call him something else. Call him Hamtaro. Aaron waves goodbye to you and takes his new hamster up to the front desk to fill out the adoption papers. After talking to several more people about adopting various pets, you check in with Tyler and Abby at the front desk. Hey, look, it's been hard at work. Achoo! Sounds like your allergy meds wore off. Maybe that's for the best. A little while ago, I tried to eat a granola bar that turned out to be a birdseed block. She leans on Tyler's shoulder with a yawn and sniffle. Well, thanks for holding down the fort. It seems like you were really convincing Miss Tompley adopted that brown collie. That's awesome. As long as the dog doesn't eat her manuscripts, I think they'll get along great. Believe it or not, Hawkins adopted a kitten. It was actually beaming. It was kind of freaky, to be honest. Did you have a hand in convincing Aaron to adopt a hamster? I saw you talking to him before. Yep, he's learning to let go of Houdini's 1 through 5 and open his heart up to the love of a 6 little hammy. If you're not careful, the shelter's never going to let you go. That makes more than a dozen adoptions during this event alone. Hey, Dr. Ooh, lots. You look around the shelter and you can't help but smile. Abby is asleep on Tyler's shoulder and the rest of your friends continue to play with animals. Volunteer here has really given me a perspective I didn't have before. Everyone who comes in here has a story, some hole in their lives that they're trying to fill. Actually, this gives me an idea for my thesis. I really like that idea that different people approach a common goal but with varying motivations. Hanging out with cute animals all day and getting creativity boosts in the process. Everything coming on the blue. Plus, I get the satisfaction of knowing that I get to make a difference. As you walk through the shelter one more time, James joins you and puts a hand on your shoulder. Penny for your thoughts? Before vaulting here, I forgot how much fun a pet could be. There are a lot of responsibilities, sure, but they bring so much love and trust into your life. Look at this guy. Walk past the golden retriever puppy's kennel. He bounds over as soon as he spots you, barking enthusiastically. You crouch down to let him lick your hand. Aren't you a good boy? You a good boy. Yes, you are. Zona reluctantly and see the little snowshoe across the aisle, caught up in her own kennel. Seeing you, she stretches and bats her little paws against the glass. Looking at it, something developing a bond that's so important. I'm glad we got to help bring people, pets and people together. Well, maybe it's our turn. What? James smiles at you. Think about it. We're responsible. We have our own place, and there are so many animals that need a home. I'll leave the choice up to you, but personally, I'd love to get a pet. You roll around to look at both the adorable snowshoe cat and golden retriever puppy. I wish, but they're so cute. It's so tempting, and these guys are cute, but I'm too busy with school to take care of a pet right now. Yeah, maybe you're right, and I guess our apartment is a little too small. You and James speak goodbye to the rest of your friends before heading out the door to your car. What's gonna happen now? Next day, you and James meet up for coffee after your morning class. You take Vasquez's journal outfit back and place it on the table in front of you. James opens it and flips through the pages with reverent hands. So, when you first showed me this, I had a hard time believing it was real. I know he was the same age we are now when we wrote this. It seems insane that he felt the same worries and fears about the same future. Gabriella's already had a chance to look at it, but she said she was fine with me holding on to it for now. James continues turning the pages. There's even snippets of his early fiction attempts in here. Why, there's this passage near the end. Don't spoil it! Sorry, I've been reading his entries in order, and trying to do so on the same days he wrote them. It makes me feel like I'm following him on the same journey. Does that seem silly? James gently takes your hand. Not at all. What do you think of his journey thus far? Surprised to learn how shy he was that he had a romantic side. How bad his writing is. And reckon he was so nervous and unsure about other people, or around other people. His journal reads like he spent a lot of time living in his own head. And you think that's different from when we knew him? The Vasquez I met didn't care what other people thought. He was gruff and brash and said whatever he wanted. True story. Perhaps he just learned to hide his shyness differently. He was never one for people skills. I didn't think about it that way. He was great at observing people, but less so at interacting with them. You press your hand to the journal's cover. He's experienced so many things for the first time in his journal. His life's only beginning. I only get to know him at the beginning and the end. But this journal doesn't belong to me, and you knew Vasquez way longer than I did. We move to slide the journal towards him. James stops you. You should keep it with you. But James, call it fate, kismet, or happiness. You found this journal, and it's your senior year. You need this more than I do. Are you sure? I was lucky enough to have 3 years of Vasquez mentorship and guidance. That's enough for me. Aww. Honestly, I think Vasquez will prefer it this way, but if you allow me to offer one piece of advice, fire away. Let this journal inspire you, but don't treat it like a roadmap. What do you mean? This is your year to forge your own path. Don't feel like you have to repeat all of Vasquez's choices to get the same sources as he did. See, people? Lesson learned. But pretty much you could take James' advice for anything. Like, you could take it for doing YouTube videos, for doing, Twitch streams, just anything. Like, forge your own path. Don't try to do the same things as everybody else just to get the same success, because you most likely won't get the same success. There's more than one way to become a great writer. When I think all of it took to get Crestwood Jeans published, my head starts spinning. I can't believe Crestwood Jeans officially releases this week. James' phone chirps with a notification. Is that caller Harper text you with another rave review? Don't read it. Let me guess what it says. James Ash's debut novel is a staggering triumph of genius. Reads like it was written by Vasquez, though. Doesn't think it's good for enough in acknowledgments. I'm gonna say that. 999,999 stars and a half. I couldn't quite hit the cool million. The 1.5 line spacing in the print threw me off. Oh well, you can't win them all. James finally looks down at his phone, his face softens to a amazed smile as he slides his phone back into his pocket. National Times, 3.5 stars. They call me on astonishing new talent. Oh, James, that's wonderful. You get up from your seat and lean in for a long kiss. I've been steeling myself for possible bad reviews, but so far the reception to Crestwood Jeans has been almost overwhelmingly positive. What can I say? You done wrote good, buddy. This puts me in their mind to celebrate. The Taste of Northbridge Festival is happening tonight, and I'm gonna say no. All the local restaurants set food carts in downtown square and offer sample plates of their main dishes. Oh, I like that. That way you can try a little bit of everything. It'll also be a great opportunity to people watch. It's the perfect activity to keep your writery skills sharp. Are you interested? Nope. Volunteer at the animal shelter put me in a good headspace, so I've been trying to make the most of that and work on my thesis. I totally understand. Tap those creative juices while they're running hot. Running hot. Anyway, maybe we could swing by next time A Taste of Northbridge is happening. Sounds delicious. As a plan. Bid James goodbye before making your way back to your apartment. What's gonna happen now? A few days later, you and Kaitlyn sit in the campus coffee shop together. Kaitlyn scrolls through photos on her phone. And this is some of the album work that Abby helped design. Wow, that's gorgeous. I can't wait to see in person. He won't have to wait much longer. This Saturday is going to be... Suddenly her phone buzzed with an incoming call and a number pops up on display. Oh, it's Horse Cave. They probably want to ask me about the setup or something. Give me a minute. I bet it's going to be bad news. She clears her throat and answers, holding the phone to her ear. Hey, it's Kaitlyn. What's up? Wait, what? You don't have to shut down the tire. No, I get it. It's out of your hands. Thanks for telling me anyway. Kaitlyn lowers the phone from her ear and face pale. What's wrong? Did something happen to Horse Cave? We were planning on holding our album release party there, but they just called to cancel on us. Which means we might have to cancel unless we can find a new place to hold our party. Where will Kaitlyn hold a party now? Fine, in the next chapter of the senior. Well, this chapter was alright. I guess it was fun. Getting to play with the little animals. And also, learn a lesson about life, though. So anyways, I'll see you guys next week for the next chapter of The Senior. So see you then. Bye-bye.